Come inside, here's the hatches, and here's the pop top. So I think the texture part I'm going to paint flat gray. I've got some gray, and then I got the flattening agent. We'll flatten that out, and that'll look good. And then we got the rails. Once we get the rail put back on, it's going to look pretty sweet with the rail back on and everything. So it's going to look pretty nice. Coming along, piece by piece. So here's the inside, cleaned out somewhat. I've gone ahead and already started painting up here. I did the little smooth part in white, and the other sections are in brown. And then I got these bulkheads. The bulkheads are in good shape, so I think I will end up taking them out, sanding them, and then painting them probably a chocolate darker brown. I don't know. I don't want too much white. But you can see where I took out the window trim. So that section will be brown. I've got the wood strips off. They've already been sanded. So I just need to shellac those. I do want those shellac. So I might shellac the bulkheads. I haven't decided. I have to see how it's going to look when I sand all that off. You can see where they've put something on there. Not very nice. And then they did this craziness here. So I'm going to get some stainless steel railing, and I'll measure out the round railing that you use. I can buy some surplus, and then I'll flatten the ends off and drill a hole. That way there'll be nice smooth round stainless steel tubes for supporting the standing rigging outside, and will be better than what they've got, which is basically looks like pipe strapping, because the frame, the hull doesn't show any problems of flex. I don't know why they did that. And of course this piece is a rusted piece, so that ain't really doing much. So I still haven't done this down here yet. This is the textured part and the smooth. I don't really want to paint any of this bottom lower gel coat if I can. I know it's all cracked and there's no fixing it, but since the cushions will be there, I'd rather have less paint. But they have painted the sides, which has a 3-inch smooth section around it, and in the middle it is that fake textured. But I might buy some hull liner from Sailrite and just glue on, and just spray that and glue that down, and have a hull liner on there instead of any paint for the two sides. The top up here, again, it has the smooth section and then the brown textured section, so this will get painted brown as well. But I've got to take this trim off and everything so there gets no paint on it. Just doing those little extra things so you don't have paint on that plastic trim will really make it look good. So it's coming along. Getting in here to the back end. I got a whole new cable system, and not the winch, but all the cable and everything is new. And so you can see in this section here still needs to be painted brown on both sides. And we'll go from there. So you can see where I took the trim off. That way you can paint brown and white all the way out, and you don't get the paint on the little rubber trim. I think just that little extra time will make a difference. And I've got some voids from the factory where they didn't fill it. The screw holes aren't in the way, but I think I will go ahead and fill those in. Sand that out and smooth it, and we'll go from there. But that's the inside for now. And we'll see what happens with all this. I gave the shelf a second coat, the white and the brown, and put the board back on. So this looked pretty nice. Take that old bracket off that bulkhead. So I don't know what I want to do with that bulkhead. What color? So I'll think about it. So here's the other side over here. It's all painted up, ready to go. So we're working along. Not too bad. So here's a shot from the inside. So it's looking pretty nice. So I went ahead and used a little bit bigger washer to cover the old fiberglass where it was cracking from the little beauty rings. So that makes it look a lot better. But it's getting there. Got the trim back on. Still working on that. There's the inside of the new windows. Well, refurbished windows. And we're coming along. Still got all the back to do, but it's not as bad. It may just be a light sanding and painting. And still got a little more woodwork to do, working on that handle and that guard on the back. But coming along, looking nice. There's the pop top. It's all back on. The underneath is all painted and on. Top part's all painted. This one is all painted. So I'm working on the sliding hatch now. And once that sliding hatch is on, then we'll be able to put the rest of it on, but that's one. And here's where I did with my bolt patterns, where the new 1/2 inch chain plates go in there now.